Have you ever wondered why saying sorry can be so hard for some people? So you see, apologies are the foundation of healthy relationships. They're the safety net that catch us when we mess up, and they help rebuild trust when it's broken. But the truth is, saying sorry can be so painful for so many people. And the question is, if we know that apologizing is the right thing to do, then why is it so hard for some of us to do it? I believe it's because apologies make us vulnerable. So what they do is they force us to acknowledge our own mistakes, and sometimes that can be a tough pill for most people to swallow. But the alternative is much worse, because unresolved conflicts and damaged relationships can be more devastating. And when we fail to apologize, we risk losing the people we truly care about the most. So when it comes to apologies, we've all been on the receiving end of a sorry that didn't do anything. You know, the ones that sound more like an excuse than an apologies, like I'm sorry you got hurt, instead of I'm sorry I hurt you. Now, saying sorry isn't just about getting something off of your chest. It's about taking ownership of your mistake when you apologize. But most people don't do that. What most people end up doing is, hey, I apologize that you feel the way you feel. I apologize that what I said offended you. Instead of saying, listen, I apologize because of the fact that I hurt you with what I said. I apologize because I didn't take you into consideration. The difference between sorry you got hurt and I'm sorry I hurt you is subtle, but it's also crucial. Because saying sorry isn't just about getting something off of your chest. It's about taking ownership of your own mistakes. And when we apologize, we're acknowledging that we were wrong. And that's a hard thing for most people to do. But it's also an incredibly liberating experience. When we apologize, we're giving the other person permission to forgive us. And that can be a powerful thing. Now, moving on to the elephant in the room. Why do people struggle to say sorry in the first place? You see, I think it's because we're not taught how to apologize effectively. We're taught how to avoid conflict. So to smooth things over and to move on. But that's not the same as apologizing, because it never resolves the actual issue in front of you. You see, in our society, apologizing is often seen as a sign of weakness. We're told to be strong, to be confident, to be right, to never back down. But apologizing is about being brave, not weak. And it's about being willing to admit when we're wrong, even when it hurts you. And what I've noticed is that people who struggle to apologize often have one thing in common, and it's a deep-seated fear of rejection. So they're afraid that if they apologize, the other person will leave them or reject them. But the truth is, a genuine apology is often the glue that holds a relationship together. So I've seen this play out time and time again in my life, where a simple apology could have prevented months of tension and conflict. And it's a hard lesson to learn for most people, but it's one that's essential for building strong, healthy relationships. Because when we fail to apologize, we're not just damaging our own relationships, we're also damaging ourselves. Because unresolved conflicts can weigh us down and make us feel more anxious, stressed, and unhappy. So apologies have the ability to lift that weight off your shoulders, freeing us to move on and grow. So now let's talk about the different types of apologies. There's the if apology, I'm sorry if I hurt you. Then there's the but apology, I'm sorry but it wasn't my fault. And of course there's the infamous not sorry apology, I'm sorry you feel that way. These apologies might sound like apologies, but they're not. And to be quite honest with you, your apologies are what's ruining your relationship. See, most men and women don't know how to apologize and take accountability. Your partner may say something like, I'm sorry you felt that way, or sorry to upset you, I won't talk to you again about things. Yet they never take a moment to genuinely apologize for their actions and say, it seems like what I said hurt you. I apologize for that. I could have communicated the problem better. And for that, I am sorry. But you rarely ever see that, because people refuse to admit when they're wrong. And that's what hurts most relationships right now, because a genuine apology has three key components: acknowledges the hurt or wrongdoings, takes ownership of the mistake, and offers restitution or a plan to prevent it from happening again. So anything less than that is just a sorry excuse for an apology. And I've received my fair shares of sorry excuses over the years, and let me tell you, they're infuriating. They make you feel like the other person is just trying to get over on you rather than taking real responsibility for their actions. Almost like they're just trying to get you to get over the problem and never actually have to address it. Genuine apologies, on the other hand, they're incredibly powerful, because they have the ability to transform relationships, to rebuild trust, and to create a deeper level of connection. So when someone apologizes to us, it's like they're saying, I value you in our relationship more than my own pride, right? So apologies, they're about more than just fixing mistakes. They're about showing empathy, compassion, and understanding. They're about being willing to listen, to learn, and to grow. So in my experience, people who are able to apologize effectively are often the most confident, self-aware, and empathetic people I've ever met. And they're not afraid to admit when they're wrong because they know that's where the real growth happens. So what makes genuine apology, right? Let's dive into that real quick. It's not just about saying the right words. It's about being willing to do the hard work of self-reflection, empathy, and growth. It's about being willing to listen, to learn, and to change. And when we apologize, we're not just fixing our problem. We're building a stronger, healthier relationship. We're creating a foundation of trust, empathy, and understanding that will last you a lifetime. At the end of the day, saying sorry is a necessity for any relationship. So remember this, apologies are not about saving face or avoiding conflict. They're about building strong, healthy relationships. So the next time you need to apologize, take a deep breath, be brave, put your pride aside, and do it with sincerity and heart. Otherwise, it'll be very obvious that your apology is forced. So thanks for watching, everybody. If you have any thoughts on apologies, please share them in the comments below. If you want to learn more about improving communication in relationships, check out our other videos on effective communication techniques. Other than that, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content like this. Because if you're still watching this video and you have yet to subscribe, you and I are going to have a serious fucking problem. We'll talk about that in another episode. Anyways, I appreciate every single one of you that are watching our videos. I appreciate every single one of you that have reached out to us and given us your feedback, but most importantly, given us your stories. Because of people like you, we are able to make the content that we make on a consistent basis. Because at the end of the day, what this is mostly about is we understand we're going to get hate. We understand that most people are not going to like us. But what really truly matters to us is the lives that we're able to impact and change for a good purpose. So the men and women that we're able to touch and they're able to hear our words and know that they need to improve in some way, shape, or form, and they're open to that improvement and that growth. Our content is not just for one person over the other. We don't make content that's just tailored for men, and we don't make content that's just tailored for women. And the reason for that is because of the fact that we are firmly under the belief that both men and women can really use some improvement right now, especially in the way that today's day is going. So again, thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate every single one of you that have made it this far. And I appreciate every single one of you that are committed to actually growing and learning. This is the Lion's Den. Stay tuned to our next videos. Thank you.